back at it. Sorry, my alarm shut us down. It was warm enough for the windows to be open, so there was no need for a fire in the 10-plate stove that stood in the middle of the room. All the children were neat and clean, Eli noticed, and when Master Christopher spoke to them, they were very respectful. Eli Schroeder, said the master, when the first class went to the platform, do you know your letters? Some, said Eli. Eli, when you speak to me, say, yes, Master Christopher. Please stop.
Trying to get it back in.
Please stop. That is the proper way to answer any man, and not because a special respect is due me. This time Eli said, yes, Master Christopher, I know some of the letters. Then he had to take the pointer and point out what he knew. He was a little ashamed that he didn't know more when Master Christopher said, Amos, you take care to see that Eli learns his letters, then he can stand with the first class. Yes, Master Christopher, said Amos. The lessons went on. Amos, talking quietly, told Eli how the master helped the children to do their best, and how he often gave them presents for good work, pictures and verses called Fracturschriften, because that meant picture writing. He said when they learned to write well, they were allowed sometimes to write letters to the children in Germantown school and receive letters in return. Master Christopher carried the letters back and forth. He taught the first half of the week in the Skippack school and the other half in the Germantown school. So Wednesday afternoons were saved for special exercises, for spelling bees, and for giving of prizes. When noontime came, Master Christopher said, now, Eliza and you, Tobias Bean, shall have each a sugar pretzel. You have learned well today. Jacob, for your excellent attention this morning, you may read the chapter from the Old Testament while the children are eating. Read where it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. School is dismissed for dinner. He struck a little bell, and the children formed two lines as they had done coming in. They filed out quietly, but burst into laughter and talked for a few minutes until Jacob, perched on a tree stump, began to read. Then they sat down on the grass and ate quietly. Eli, who thought this a very tame way to spend his free time between morning and afternoon lesson, began to shy stones into the trees. It was all very well till one of them fell on the roof. Then Master Christopher came to the door. He took off his glasses and looked at all the children. Then, seeing Eli standing and the others sitting, he said, Eli Schroeder, were you throwing stones? Eli looked into the master's eyes and said, yes, Master Christopher, but it didn't hurt anybody. No, but you might, and you might break the window. That would not do at all. Windows cost a great deal of money. Eli knew that because Pops had said they would have to use oiled paper for the windows at home for a while. He said, yes, Master Christopher, and his face was very red because all the children were looking at him. The afternoon went better. Eli knew the verse that had to be recited because Mom had taught them to him. He still couldn't tell many of the letters, but Master Christopher said, there is time for all, my boy, if only we don't waste it. If today you do not learn, but try, the next time it will go better. Klaus Johnson whispered to Eli. Sometimes, he said, Master Christopher lets me help make pencils, and sometimes he takes a boy to visit the Germantown school, but never have I been. Klaus whispered so often that he was made to sit on the dunce stool the rest of the afternoon. Finally, the master took his great silver watch out of his pocket. Now, Klaus, he said at last, can you be quiet tomorrow? Today you made Eli talk too. School is for learning. Do not forget. Jacob, remember to ask your mother to sew up the rent in your shirt. Sarah, dear child, see if you can read well tomorrow, and remember not to twist your hair. Yes, Master Christopher, said Sarah, but my hair is so stribbly. Reuben, said the master as he leaned over a boy near him, if you do well at reading this week, you will be glad when Wednesday comes. He smiled and nodded, then closed his eyes. Now God bless you all and bring you back safe in the morning. The girls got up and walked out 2 by 2. Then the boys followed. Eli could scarcely believe it. A whole day, and not once had the schoolmaster used the birch rod. Not once had he even been angry. It ought to be easy to have fun in this school. Eli tossed his broad hat into the air. Well, you know what they say, the right kind of teacher is all anyone ever needs. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the second part. Again, I apologize for the interruption, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Ta-ta for now.